Hello, and welcome to episode 24 of the Digital Quill Podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. Today is an exciting day. I have a handful of stuff that I found last minute for this episode, and I'm going to pretend to be cool. I'm not really that cool, but I'm going to pretend. Because today is a cool episode, I think. Today, we're going to talk about some shit that I am super fucking excited about, because today, if you are a gamer, if you are a Disney Dreamlight Valley player, or a No Man's Sky aficionado traveler, 16, then welcome aboard on today's episode, because this one's for us. If you are either a fan of those two games, and it's actually, I really can't believe I'm lumping them into the same episode because they're two very different worlds to me. One is a major developer by Gameloft, and the other is a smaller team of developers who have put almost a decade, 2016 if I'm not mistaken, of hard work, dedication, and love into a game that people were disappointed with at the beginning. I worked at GameStop around that time. I remember. And quite frankly, that era doesn't exist. Not really. Not anymore, because the era of No Man's Sky that it's now, with the Bacon update, is something special. Now, before we get into No Man's Sky and Disney Dreamlight Valley, I would like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, and our sponsors are nobody. I still don't have any sponsors. If I do, you guys will be the first to know, because it's probably going to be blasted all over my social medias, like, oh my god, I finally have a sponsor, I have no idea what the fuck this means, but yay! Does that mean more money? Because I think all of us could use more money. That'd be great. I should throw these far away from me. Goodbye. Last week, I think it was last week. And no. I sidestepped by thanking our fake sponsors. Really, our sponsors are you guys who are watching all of these videos and commenting and sharing and replying and coming up with ideas to make the Digital Quill family a better place for everybody. Thank you all so much. I am spread really thin at the current moment. I have definitely taken on too much, and I need to something and narrow my focus so I cannot further my burnout. If you are autistic on any level, or ADHD, or neurospicy, or chronically disabled or ill, you might understand what that is like. I am surprised I have not had a stress headache yet. And by stress headache, I mean a headache episode. I mean the temperatures are 100 fucking degrees right now, which means I've been taking care of my inflammation. Oh god, these are all side steps. Maybe I should put the sunglasses back on and try again. Anyway, last week, Disney Dreamlight Valley was like, stay tuned for our developer update coming out on today. And I at first forgot about it because my last 24 hours have been really good and really interesting, and not in the digital lands, which I am quite appreciative of, actually. And I remembered this morning because I had logged on to Twitter X, and I was like, oh, the developer update. Hold on. And then I went to their page and watched it in full, and I screamed. I may or may not have been using the porcelain throne while watching this update. And I screamed. I scrimped. I was like, ah! I'm not going to do it here because I don't want to upset your eardrums. But the scream, I scrimped. I don't think I've heard myself make those noises of excitement before. And if I have, they're rare. I unlocked rare excitement noises. Yay, I'm a sim. Susu. Is Susu a swear word? I don't know. Does anyone speak Simoleon? Simoleon? Simo? Something? Sim? Do you speak Sim? This is literally a gaming episode. This is literally just about gaming and whatever other random side tangents I come up with. Anyway, watch the developer update, and if you know about me in this game, because I've literally been covering it since I got it in 2022. That's neither here nor there. It's a little here and there, but anyway, I have a serious love-hate relationship with Dreamlight Valley. I originally got the game because I had the promise of one day playing with Alice in Wonderland and also Tiana from Princess and the Frog, which are like my two main Disney things that I am obsessed with. I'm also a little obsessed with Tangled. That was a really good movie. There's other characters and stuff, but like Tangled, so Rapunzel and Flynn Rider, and then Alice and Cheshire and Tiana. I hope we get Naveen. Damn it. She needs her man. Not that she really needs him, but come on. I'd like to see them cooking in the kitchen together. That'd be cute as shit. Wasn't there supposed to be a Princess and the Frog, like, plus show? Kind of like how Zootopia has a plus. Zootopia Plus, the little TV series. Like, do we have one? Might need to look that up later. Anyway, I have a love-hate relationship with Dreamlight Valley. It is a good game, especially since it's, like, unique. It does have, like, a lot of fetch quests that are kind of annoying and stuff like that, but, like, itself as a game, there isn't really, like, another game like Dreamlight Valley, which, as much as I dislike it, the bugs, the lag, the fact that we are now getting quality of life improvements that, like, should technically have been there in the beginning, like maybe an uncrafting station, but I also get it. Like, that's kind of just the way things are nowadays. Like, you know, Minecraft and No Man's Sky, they have quality of life updates. Animal Crossing had like 1 or 2 quality of life updates along with the along with the Happy Home Design update, which I think in the newer game, it was not a paid for DLC, but a part of it. I haven't played Animal Crossing in so long. I should. If they announce a new Animal Crossing for the Switch too, I'm going to be upset. And we actually, if I'm not mistaken, gonna have to look that one up later too. We might have an Animal Crossing Direct coming up soon. Has that already happened? No. Love-hate relationship with Dreamlight Valley, but the scream I scrumped over today's update, we're just gonna show you. So we're gonna hope this works. I'm going to go here. Mow. And itchy. And I am going to do that. Yes, I'm going to do that. And then we're going to go back here. So I'm going to give you a fair warning. Turn down your volume on your phone now. Or whatever device, especially if you are listening with headphones, because I don't know how loud this is gonna be. Here. No. Here.
Hey Valley Villagers, today we're back with another developer update, but this time we're shaking it up with sneak peeks of what the rest of 2025 holds in addition to our next free update. Joining me today is a familiar face, our creative director, Josh.
Hey everybody, I'm delighted to be here. Reflecting on 2025, 2 updates have brought 4 new free characters and 2 realms, back to back, which was a first for the team. It's been amazing seeing how players have interacted with each update, from their first selfies with a new villager to beautiful fan arts.
To memes and tips and tricks. Not to mention the Dream Snaps entries, many leaving our team members saying, how did they do that?
And our team is also passionate about making sure the Valley evolves with our players by using your feedback to improve. So it's been incredible seeing the reception of the quality of life updates released since our last showcase. From floating islands, search bars in the cooking menu, to the more recently released Uncrafting Station.
Speaking of sourcing our community's feedback, I'm excited to announce the launch of a new activity taking place now on our website. We want to create a companion alongside players, relying on your votes to fuel the final design. Scan the QR code on screen now and vote on which direction you want to see this companion go. And don't forget to check back every other day to make a new selection.
I'm really hoping folks make a rock star dragon with a little top hat.
Honestly, I'm just excited to see whatever they come up with. Speaking of rocks, however, I know our longtime players will be thrilled to discover what awaits them in our next free update, Mysteries of Skull Rock, arriving very soon on June 18th.
Teased in our last roadmap, we're finally uncovering the secret behind what, or should I say, who is inside Skull Rock.
And
so before I continue, we're going to come back here. Hello. Pretty exciting stuff so far. The next update is pretty expected, but there is one thing in this that was not expected. And I actually just decided to scan that QR code because I now had the ability to, since I wasn't watching on my phone from the porcelain throne. Too much information. I'm sorry. But I am going to try this animal-based thing while you guys are watching this. So I might have updates. We're gonna disappear. And we're gonna go back here and hit play again.
since it was teased at the ending of the Forgotten Saga, players have long since wondered what was going on with this iconic Dazzle Beach feature.
I've enjoyed reading theories about what they might find inside. It'll surprise some players to learn they got it right. But this update doesn't begin with finding a new character. It starts by continuing the story of an old friend.
And let me guess. Glowing eyes, same hair and face as my avatar, but penchant for purple?
You got it.
This part's
In
really cool.
Mysteries of Skull Rock, you'll finally be able to integrate the Forgotten into the Valley as a true villager, unlocking the ability to hang out, friendship items, and even give them a name.
That is so
Rekindling
cool.
your friendship will help to jog the Forgotten's memories about who resides
Also about
inside Skull
Impact.
Rock. I'm excited to share that this rock's resident is none other than the carefree boy who loves to fly, Peter Pan.
I knew it. So how can players expect to interact with Peter?
Like other villagers, players will be able to bring him to their valleys, and he'll arrive with his own friendship gifts and quests. You'll even have a chance to help Peter start a new crew of Lost Boys in the valley.
And I'm sure we've also grown up a little bit since the last time we met with Peter, right?
Of course, players will need to convince him they're the friend he remembers and not a treacherous pirate, or even worse, a boring adult.
And if I'm a cool adult who loves pirate-inspired fashion?
I'm sure he can look past that. Speaking of, though, care to share more on the next star path?
You bet. Arriving alongside Mysteries of Skull Rock is the Adventures in Neverland Star Path. With swashbuckling styles, magical mermaid cosmetics, and unique decor, players won't be at a loss for a happy thought when they collect and play with all of the rewards.
A new signature bundle also arrives this season, introducing Max
So
as an animal
cool.
companion.
This part's so
Arriving
cool.
with themed furniture, he'll also
this part,
assist in all your
because it
treasure
costs
hunting
money
endeavors with
that
the
I
ability
don't
to
have.
dig up nearby holes.
But
That's so
friendship
cool,
is
though.
truly the greatest treasure, though, right? And in this update, we're introducing friendship levels for your companions. Just like your villagers, spending time and interacting with them will level them up, granting you even more rewards.
That's
These
so
changes will
cool,
apply
and
to
should have
all
been a
companions.
quality of life
and for
update
those
at the
that don't
beginning, but
have
whatever.
predetermined names like Max, Hey Hey, and Pua, you'll be able to rename them.
Pink
I'll be
crocodile.
naming one of my
Pink
feathered
crocodile.
companions after a grumpy but highly
I need to find a
educated
crocodile
owl.
with pinks.
How about you?
Funny enough, there's a purple dragon in the storybook veil that I'll be naming based off of a witch who's a fan of that color. Speaking of the Storybook Veil, players are also waiting to find out what's next for owners of Disney Dreamlight Valley, the Storybook
Yeah.
Veil expansion pass.
And they won't have to wait long. The Unwritten Realms, Part 2 of the Storybook Veil, arrives shortly after Mysteries of Skull Rock's release.
And what can players expect out of that final part?
I don't want to spoil all the tales they'll uncover in the pages of the Lore Keeper, but I can
Yes, you
confirm
do.
that the finale packs some big surprises. Of course, it also comes with new villagers to interact with and bring back to the
Yay!
valley, including Maleficent from Disney's Sleeping
Yay!
Beauty, who players got to meet towards the end of Part 1.
Hold up. You said villagers
toward the end of
plural.
part one?
Who else is arriving?
From Disney's Sleeping Beauty, Aurora makes her debut. She'll play a key role in stopping the calamity of the Never After.
Guess
But
I need
players
to
will
play
need
again.
to first traverse the mysterious Unwritten Realms.
Well, I'm definitely hoping for a happily ever after, and for those players hoping for more stories to reorder, you're in luck. Part 2 of the Storybook Vale expansion pass brings
More
not only new
stories.
puzzling tales to reorder with the Lore Keeper for unique rewards, but
Yay.
new colors of snippets to capture.
This part.
I've been just
This
itching to
part.
swing my
I love
royal
these
neck
things.
at them.
And you can soon. I'm delighted to share that the Unwritten Realms arrives on July 9th. And if you have yet to dive in, the Storybook Vale expansion pass and the Storybook Vale bundle are currently on sale for a limited time. Seems like we've exhausted everything from our last roadmap, right?
Good thing
No
I
roadmap.
brought a new one.
It's not as exciting.
There's plenty of
I
magic
don't
in store
think.
for the rest of 2025. Late in the summer, you'll get in touch with your emotions. In the fall, you'll
Wait,
return
does
to a
that mean-
beloved realm to
Are
help
we-
solve a magical
No.
mystery with an enchanting new duo. A new star path will be conjuring up thrilling rewards
Winter
perfect for the
2025.
season, too.
Winter 2025.
And the end of our year will bring one more
Cinderella?
villager that we think will be a dream come true for players,
Cinderella?
alongside more exciting surprises.
And I bet our players can't wait to find out which villagers they can hang out with next. But any other cool features you can tell us about?
Yes.
The back half of 2025 is sure to bring more highly requested quality of life improvements to multiplayer and our core features. But we've already dropped some pretty big spoilers in this developer update. We've got to leave you some surprises.
Yeah, you certainly
But
did.
we can't
Holy
wait to
crap.
unveil it all in our 2025 showcase later this year.
Wait.
Oh.
When do you guys usually do that?
Josh,
It's
so
like
about that
September,
thing
right?
that you mentioned in last year's Valley Vignette blog,
Right. I'm happy to share that Cross Save is arriving for PlayStation
Yes.
users alongside
I don't even have
Mysteries
this, but
of
I know the
Skull Rock.
community
We
is super
can't wait
excited
to
for this
deliver
shit.
this long-awaited feature.
Yeah, long awaited.
thanks for joining us today.
years.
And look forward to diving into Mysteries of Skull Rock on June 18th, and later the finale of Disney Dreamlight Valley, the Storybook Vale expansion pass, when it launches on
June
July
18th?
9th. See you
In
in
That's
the
a few
valley.
weeks away.
And the Veil.
Oh shit, that's 2 weeks away. Yes. Yeah. See, there you have it. The next Dreamlight Valley roadmap and update. And the scream I screamed, if you couldn't hear me in the background, was over the animals. How can you have companions in a video game and all you can do is pet them? I have real life pets I can pet, and I am okay with petting the digital ones. But I'd like them to also be able to fetch, or play games, or like dig. Help me with chores, because doing chores by yourself is annoying. Not even the villagers can pick up items for you. Like, why hang with friend if friend just give bonus? I mean, the bonus is fine. It's helpful, especially when you're trying to farm the shit out of pumpkins. But my back hurts from bending down and picking up all those pumpkins. Gardeners, Tiana, Remy, please help. I like that our pets are now going to be able to do things for us, and it is going to add a whole nother level of me sinking my time into this because they can level up now. Meanwhile, the main player is stuck at 40 and has been since I got the game when it first came out by like shy of 2 or 3 days, and then by like month 2 technically of having it, I had leveled up my character in full, and it's been full since then, and I keep getting experience points, and I don't understand where the experience points are going. If you guys are listening to this, can you fix that and address that in like another update? Because I would like to like level up more. Like, there are games where you can level up into the thousands. Please help. I like your game and like it enough to have put over 300 hours into it. That's fine. I've put like thousands into Minecraft in my lifetime. Yes, there you have it. The Dreamlight Valley update. And I have no idea if YouTube's going to let me show that off. I might get a copyright. I don't know. We'll find out. I've never really done this before, have I? I might have. I don't care. It'll be at least up and available video-wise on Substack and audio-wise everywhere else. So, I can't say much about Dreamlight Valley. I really can't, because, like, as I've said before, it's a love-hate relationship with this game. I'm going to continue playing it until my Switch dies and I no longer can access said games. I mean, I still play Minecraft, and I started playing that in like 2012 or 13. It was 2012 on my 360. It was like one of the first games I got before my 360 account and all my gamer score decided to disappear. It just vanished. Fuck you, Microsoft, for that one. Sorry, side tangent. If you caught that, don't worry about it. On to the next update. And this one I'm actually also incredibly excited for. And I might be a little bit more excited for this one for a different level or a different reason. No Man's Sky is, as I said in a Twitter X post the other day, it's one of my reasons that fuel my ability to live. If you don't know me, now you're going to know me just a little bit more. I love space. When I was a kid, and even now, when I go outside, especially at night, I'm never looking down. I'm always looking up at the sky. Anytime the sky is dark, watch the skies, traveler. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching the skies all the time because the stars, they are so pretty. And the sky is so mysterious. And the moon does really weird things to our water for some reason. Anyway. Planets and solar systems and stars and galaxies and where we came from are all very interesting concepts to me, and I feel like we might find some answers out in the cosmos in the middle of nowhere in the vacuum of space. I have a friend who told me one time that space might be actual, like, water and not like the dead air we think it is. Like, just a different type of water, and, you know, I think about that sometimes now, and I'm like, maybe it is. Maybe it is water. I mean, it's really cold, and nitrogen, liquid nitrogen, is liquid. So, like, I don't know. Maybe? How about you tell me in the comments below what you think about my friend's idea, because that might be a fun topic of conversation. And also, just everything else I just talked about. Anyway, No Man's Sky gives me my ability to live just a little bit, like, I know it's not exactly what will happen when we do finally break the space-time barrier and the radiation belt and propel ourselves into space for space exploration and possible colonization. But, I like space, and if I somehow manage to land an opportunity where someone in like 30 to 50 years from now was like, is this Mars Wilson? Yes, this is she. Hi, we'd like you to come with us. What do you mean? Well, you're a journalist, right? Kinda. Why? And we've heard before that you like space and traveling. Possibly. Why? Come with us if you want to live. I will jump at an opportunity to travel space. I do not care if it means a death sentence. I would rather die out there than here on Earth, especially Phoenix. I want a telescope, and I want a good one. I want a good telescope that I can attach to this thing so I can see things. Good telescope. I used to have one growing up, and I used it maybe 3 times, and I remember them, and my birthday's in September. If the Digital Quill family wants to give me a gift, telescope. I will create a GoFundMe, so you can all fund that. No, I'm kidding. No, I will somehow get it on my own. I do not like getting gifts. It is weird. Still don't know how to accept it. I try to. It bugs me. I think about it all the time. It bugs me. I don't like handouts because life. Space is important to me. I mean, my name is Mars. Damn it. I'm gone by Mars like 20 years of my life, just about. Maybe less, but about 20. No Man's Sky is such an incredible game. And the last 2 updates refueled my love for it. And this update, while I'm not sure how much I'm going to actually dive into it, because I barely dived into the other stuff that I wanted to dive into, I need to figure out a way to play multiplayer online with friends somehow. I don't know how yet, but somehow. Switch is not it. I mean, it is, but it's not. Space travel and exploration and seeing the stars. Like, I follow an account on Twitter X who does a lot of photography, like in-game photography for No Man's Sky. And some of the shots they get, it's just like, oh my god. For full disclosure, I've saved some of them from Twitter X and have used them as my screen background. Nah, this isn't one. This one might not be mine, but I'm using a No Man's Sky background for my phone. I'm slightly obsessed with space. Just a little bit. The idea of, like... This is a shitty comparison, and I am so sorry. Please do not take this out of context. I want to be the Christopher Columbus of space, but, like, one of the Christopher Columbi of space. I want to explore and adventure and travel, and there's a lot to see and do here on planet Earth. Yes, that'll always be true. But out there, the lands of which not many, if anyone, has ever gone before. Stars, possible alien life, other water planets. Who knows what's out there, really? If No Man's Sky is anything close to what's out there, even like 0.000000001% of what's out there, then cool. So No Man's Sky feels that space bug, and while I am sitting over here collecting my thoughts, we're gonna go back here and go here, and I'm gonna have to switch my camera from that to that to that and that and blah. Sorry, technical difficulties. Yes, 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 yes! No Man's Sky! So I haven't seen the second video yet talking about the Switch 2 update. We're gonna watch both of them. We're gonna see this one that just talks about beacons, and then we are going to switch to the next one immediately after, because I haven't seen it yet, and that's when I will be giving my full attention back to my computer, because I'm not gonna be paying attention right now. Rewind you.
This is the Beacon Update.
Yes!
A huge overhaul for settlements in No Man's Sky. With huge new robotic settlements to discover. Each inhabitant now has their own abilities and attributes. There are new building types such as bars and fishing ponds. Become the mayor of multiple settlements.
So cool.
Manage your town and customize its production. Upgrade each building to create your perfect settlement. hire a squadron to protect from attacks. Resolve disputes as town mayor. More will follow.
All right, there was that. So we're gonna go here. And I think... let's do this.
Peggy 12.
It's always so exciting to get our hands on a new platform. Our latest update for No Man's Sky, it's called Beacon, and it adds Nintendo Switch 2 support at launch.
Yes.
For the last year, we've had this little secret room hiding some dev kits. With the original Switch, we were pushing right at the edge of what was possible.
Damn straight you were.
No Man's Sky on Switch 2 is just a huge leap forward.
And this is why I need a Switch 2 now.
The extra horsepower, it allows us to add full multiplayer for the first time on Switch 2. Cross-save and cross-play are there from day one, allowing players a seamless experience across devices.
Oh my god.
We've massively pushed the density and level of detail out. We're rendering significantly more than before.
I'm gonna cry.
Much higher
You guys have done
resolution
such a good job.
and also an increased frame rate. Our latest update, Beacon, it adds these huge, dense robot towns. You can upgrade the settlements. Each inhabitant has their own little backstory. This just wasn't possible before and is new for Switch 2. On the original Switch, we were maybe the only developer to support FSR. It was real technical wizardry. We're building on this. On Switch 2, the game looks incredibly sharp and high-res. We've upped texture density across the board and increased resolution significantly in both handheld and TV mode. The UI is super crisp. We support touchscreen, gyro controls, cross-save, multiplayer. Just so many little touches that make No Man's Sky such a natural fit on handheld. From day one, new players are benefiting from 9 years of updates. Just tons of huge additions.
Aquarius!
We've been working on this for over a year. I'm super proud of what the team has achieved. Our Switch 2 edition is just another free update for existing players. We can't wait for you to see it for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. About that. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. No words. No fucking words can be said for how amazing No Man's Sky and the team that's behind it is. You guys, if you don't know where they started versus now, the people who decided to stick with this game have been rewarded time and time again for their patience, because No Man's Sky is one of the fucking game developers, one of the games that makes me have faith in the community of gaming, because here you have a small team of people with dedication and passion and love for a product that isn't just a product to them. It isn't just some way to make money. Not throwing shade at anybody else, just a little bit. From the bottom of my heart, I know I've written an article about this and I talk to you guys or at you guys sometimes on Twitter X, but seriously, thank you for creating such an amazing and astounding game. You are raising my bar when it comes to game development and design and creativity and just everything. Like, No Man's Sky, you might have ruined other games for me. Just like Ark Survival Evolved ruined games for me for a little bit, because the development and the way that it played until they came out with the updates that I personally feel like ruined the shit out of Ark. Oh my god. I need to try it out. Maybe my mind will change, but I don't think it will after seeing some gameplay. Anyway, No Man's Sky, Sean Murray, what the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god. And now I need a Switch 2. I can't just say no Switch 2 anymore, because frame rate. I know what it's like to play it on the PS4, because that's where I started playing No Man's Sky. PS4 Slim. And then I got it for the Switch because I stopped playing my PS4 and I kind of wanted No Man's Sky to be portable. And now it has come to my attention with great disappointment and joy in the same way, somehow, that I need a Switch 2. And the next time we have a guest episode, we're probably going to be talking about the user licensing agreement, or whatever the hell it is. I'm not saying it correctly. We're going to be talking about that specifically for Nintendo, amongst other things, and why that is gross use of power. But the ULA or ULUA be damned. I'm gonna need to get a Switch 2. And technically, because the Switch 1, this OG Switch, also updated around June, May, something. I think technically, even if you don't upgrade, you're still agreeing to the new terms of agreements, which would make sense since it's a umbrella for their entire company. But I really need to know why owning a system or signing up for Disney Plus prevents you from being able to sue Disney Parks or Nintendo World while you visit their parks for any reason. Because I own a Switch system, because I have Disney Plus, I can't sue you for any reason. I need a lawyer on here. I need to have someone who has a background in law, because that would be fun. That would be really fun. Fucking No Man's Sky. God damn it. You guys, you did something incredible. Again. And Light No Fire is coming out. I don't know when, but I think from my limited scope and understanding of Light No Fire by Hello Games, we are dealing with a more fantasy roguelike game instead of like sci-fi spacey. And as someone who played the crap out of Fable, I did play a lot of Fable. Played so much Fable. They need to bring that back. And also someone who sunk a lot of hours into Skyrim, I'm really, really appreciative of the fact that we are getting another update and getting another game from the same company, and also a more fantasy-like game. Based on my limited scope. I don't have much scope, and I didn't get my thoughts together while that video was playing, or either video was playing. I am excited. I might have to go update my valley, get through some of the Storybook Vale quests, and see Maleficent, because I haven't finished that yet. I've been slowly going through the trials, but what I really should do is go back to No Man's Sky and find a deep ocean. I want a deep ocean. I want a deep ocean because even though I cannot breathe underwater forever yet, I'm sure there's a way to upgrade that. When they added the Aquarius update and they added fishing. No Man's Sky added fishing, and the very first thing I did is I loaded my old save, and I don't think I had the new save that I'm currently on right now yet. I loaded my old save and I immediately went to the fucking anomaly because I was like, fishing? Fishing in new game? Fishing? Fish. I like fishing in games. I'm sorry. I can't fish in real life. I live in the desert. There's no water around me. And if I go fishing, it will be to catch nothing because there's nothing around me. Fishing for compliments? Fishing for praise? Fishing for likes and comments? Yes. I'll go fishing for comments. Oh God, that's a big one. That's your hint to leave a giant comment. Break the line. Someone take me fishing this summer. Damn it. I must go fishing. I must learn how to fish, and I will do catch and release, but also I kind of want to learn how to do the thing to consume the fish in its entirety, because you must respect the animals of which you eat. Such is the circle of life. And that is my time for today, because I have nothing else to add other than the fact that Dreamlight Valley and No Man's Sky, thank you for making today, what's today? Thank you for making this Wednesday in summer of June 4, 2025, a good day. There are valley villagers and travelers across the galaxies and lands who are thanking you and also freaking the fuck out right now, because holy fucking crap. We were spoiled today. Spoiled with gaming development news. In the words of the internet, we certainly ate. I might need to change pants because I am now full. I'm gonna get a teleprompter. And from then forth, I will not say anything strange again. I'm so glad I have the ability to laugh at myself. I'm a fool. I'm a fucking fool. Fool. Foolish. Foolery. I am reading the next book in the Dream Harbor series. It's about a single dad and a 26-year-old girl woman. What's the proper term? Do I say 26-year-old girl or 26-year-old woman? Does it matter? Anyway, the character who's falling in love with the single dad and blah blah blah, like, if you like Hallmark and a little bit of smut, and yes, Hallmark can be a guilty pleasure, and no, you do not have to disclose with the World Wide Web that you like Hallmark, even though I have, and it would make me feel better if you do, because for a long time I was quiet about that. I didn't really need people to know that I like romance movies and also cheesy flicks. I know what they are. They're not good. They're cheesy. They're cookie cutter. But it's like the ultimate comfort show. Friendship is Magic is like my comfort show for when I'm depresso espresso, and the Hallmark movies around the holidays are like the feel good. I don't have a normal family, and I haven't ever had a normal family holiday experience, so this kind of gives me that fix that I'm looking for while I'm planning Friendsgivings, which, by the way, is happening again this year. If you came to last year's and you listened to the podcast, thank you. We're doing it again. Probably days before Thanksgiving, because if I end up going with family on a vacation again, I don't know. It's possible. I really don't know. But, it will be hard to do on Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving, because I'm not going to want to if I go on vacation. So we're doing it before Thanksgiving this year, which falls on a Thursday in November. If you didn't know. And honestly, Thanksgiving is a strange holiday. There's a lot of weird discourse around it. I just like people come together and bring food. I just like that you hang out with people and eat food and like go around and talk about being thankful, because like I feel like a lot of us, I'm even guilty of this, take things for granted so often. Like we have the things that we have and yet we take them for granted because, I don't know, familiarity, commonality, something, complacency. I just said a lot of words that I don't feel like rehashing. I'm tired now. I need to read more. But yes, that is today's episode. That is episode 24. I don't have my notes in front of me, so I didn't write down the number 6 or 7 times. I think it's episode 24. I'm pretty sure that this is episode 24. Let me just go here to that. By the way, if you are listening, yes, it's 24. If you are listening to this through the Substack app, for my number's sake, and also because I don't know how this works on other platforms quite yet, except through my end, and I'm not sure if my end is an accurate representation of your end. Really suggestive things I'm saying. I need to scrub my brain. Episode 24. If you are on Substack platform, do me a favor and search me on Spotify. Hold on. Will this work if I brighten it? No. Maybe darken. Oh hey, myself. Yes, search the Digital Quill Podcast on both YouTube and Spotify. Leave a like, comment, share, or subscribe. Or none of the above. It doesn't really matter. But it would be helpful. I would be appreciative, and I will reply to comments. I always have comments I need to, like, reply to. Sometimes I go back through my posts, and I'll, like, click, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I haven't answered comments here. Comment. And then I'll be like, and that's enough internet for the day. Goodbye. I promise I will respond if I don't right away. I'm sorry. I am one human being who consistently has way too much to do and wants to do more. ADHD is a trip, and so is autism, so is PTSD. Being human's a trip. Fuck all that other shit. Being human is a fucking trip and a half. Oh, man. The next episode will be a guest episode. It'll be out Friday, recording in the morning. If you don't know who it is yet, you will. I don't have it in my calendar yet. Yeah, no, I don't. I need to put that in my calendar. Actually, I have like 5 calendar apps on my phone for some reason. And, yeah. Maybe, perhaps, I am not sure. I do have sticky notes written down for them. I also need to get back in touch with 3 people for prior episodes that were trying to be scheduled, but I dropped the ball on, and I'm sorry. I dropped the ball on a lot. Again, I'm sorry. I'm one human. It's not an excuse to be dropping the ball, because I might be fully capable, but patterns prove to me that maybe I'm not. And maybe I need a management team who, like, schedules and comments through me, but then it wouldn't be authentic and it wouldn't be me replying anymore, it'd be you replying, so I have like a problem with that. Different topics for different days. To recap this episode, today we talked about Dreamlight Valley and No Man's Sky and how we are absolutely being fed from both ends the most delicious and quality of content updates. Both free. Technically, I don't know if Dreamlight Valley has any more plans for paid expansions this year. Maybe next year. Maybe at the end. Yeah, the end of the year when they do their showcase, they're going to announce the next DLC. And there's like a 50-50 chance I'm going to end up getting it because I am weak. And I like their updates. And I like that they add new mechanics. And if you buy a certain pack, you can get extra moonstones. Maybe this time around. And I like those moonstones. I don't like paying money for them. Fucking pay to play. Ah! We also talked about No Man's Sky's update and how it is one of the most glorious games, and you don't need to be any specific type of player to play that game. I will warn you, there is a lot to do, so it is overwhelming, and I do have to either A, take breaks from it, or B, sink a lot of time into it. But there are ways to, like, quick play and stuff like that. Like, I need to get an HDMI capture card, and we need to do Let's Plays so I can show you that anybody can play No Man's Sky. Even if you think you're not a gamer or you don't like space, like I feel like liking space might actually be kind of a requirement for No Man's Sky. Anybody can play this game. And it is my goal at some point to do Let's Plays, which, speaking of, today I need to work on the Digital Quill Family Amazon shop list, because I do have one for, like, books and other stuff, but none of that really helps the podcast and both of our enjoyment out of that. So, there will be an Amazon list probably... I'm recording Friday. I'll have a Monday episode. Wednesday the 11th? Is that next Wednesday? Yeah, so I have this episode coming out, Friday's episode, Monday, Wednesday of the 11th, and then the 13th. What is that? Oh, the payment. Okay. So yes, today's episode comes out today on Wednesday. I have next guest episode on Friday. I'll have an episode on Monday. So by Monday, there'll be updates for quality assurance updates for the podcast and other stuff. Various ways to support and, like, just maybe even be a part of. Because in July, I have Friday 11th. I'm going to get with the 3 and try to schedule them for the same week. Maybe the same week. Maybe I'll spread it out. And then July, I want more guest episodes than I have solo episodes. Not including the co-host guest episode, which I guess might be something different, especially since Nathan's going to be a repeat very often, because we have a couple of series and then some other stuff to focus on. I have things I'm planning, things that you guys are not going to know about for a very long time. Be prepared, because it will be fun, and hopefully we all enjoy ourselves or learn something or inspire ourselves to do things for ourselves. I don't know. Time. Let me give you my time. Teach, inspire, motivate, or at the least entertain. Always entertain, because not everyone wants to learn all the time, and as someone who wants to learn all the time, I don't get that. But you do you, boo-boos. You do you. Please do you, because life is really weird if you're doing other... anyone wanted to clip funny fail moments of my show, this would be the good episode to do so. Why? She's insane. That's all I have, is that she's insane. Yep. She's insane. God damn it. Anyway, I want more guest episodes in July, not including the co-host. Technically, any of you who are guests are also co-hosts at the time of. Mostly guest, I guess, but also co-host. I don't know. I haven't worked that out yet. But yeah, if you are interested in being a guest, as stated in previous emails, in previous episodes, my email to contact me for podcast reasons, guest reasons, or advice or perspective, like if you just need another voice, dearmars2023@gmail.com, you can reach me at. That is DEARMARS2023@gmail.com. I really do like the Dear Abby letters, and I am not a human who knows everything. I argue I actually know nothing. I know zero things. I know nothing. But I do have perspectives on things, and I understand what it's like to feel alone and scared and cornered and trapped and alienated and isolated and anxious and afraid. So just don't do it alone. And as a majority of the internet will say, heal loudly, because we almost lost you in the silence. I'm also not here to tell you to stay, but I'd like it if you did. And I'm sure there's at least 2 or 3 other people who would like it if you stayed too. So use me as a lifeline. And hopefully together we can come up with a plan or some sort of action or some sort of just story that helps you. I know when I needed stuff like that. So dearmars2023@gmail.com for anything. You need a friend, you need advice, you need perspective, you need you want to be a guest because you have something important to talk about and you want people to hear it. By all means, let's communicate, negotiate, hang out, chat, whatever. And thank you, as always, humans of Earth, for being here and existing. Thank you for keeping on going, because life is one of the hardest things we will ever do. And I'm glad that we can do it together. As always, humans of Earth, it is that time. Thank you for tuning in to episode 24 of the Digital Quill Podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. I'll see you next time. Keep going. Don't stop.